Everyone thinks they know what good and evil are, but most of what we believe is shaped by myths, movies, and misunderstandings. Today, we're breaking down the biggest myths about good and evil, and the surprising facts behind them. Myth number 1. Good and evil are always clearly defined. Fact. In real life, morality is often complex and subjective. Different cultures and religions define good and evil differently. For example, in the Bible, good and evil are framed as obedience versus disobedience to God. In Quran, morality is tied to submission to Allah's guidance. What one society sees as heroic, another may see as wrong. In Bhagavad Gita, moral duty, dharma, can justify actions like war under certain circumstances. Myth number 2. Good and evil are absolute forces. Sounds epic, but not true. Fact, what counts as good or evil changes across cultures and time periods. Morality isn't fixed, it's shaped by society. Myth number 3. People are either good or evil. This is the classic movie trope. Heroes versus villains. Fact, real humans are complicated. Psychology shows we're capable of both kindness and harm depending on our environment. Myth number 4. Evil acts come from evil people. Actually, many harmful actions come from fear, pressure, or ignorance, not from someone being inherently wicked. Fact, situations often influence behavior more than personality. Myth number 5. Good people always do the right thing, even the kindest people mess up. Fact, bias, misinformation, and tough choices can lead anyone to make harmful decisions. Myth number 6. Evil is always obvious, not even close. Fact, people often believe they're doing the right thing, even when causing harm. History is full of examples. Myth number 7. Good and evil are natural opposites. Many traditions say they're actually intertwined. Fact, you can't define one without the other. They're conceptual partners, not cosmic enemies. Myth number 8. Evil is caused by supernatural forces. Some stories say that. Fact, psychology and sociology show that harmful behavior usually comes from human factors like trauma, fear, or ideology. Myth number 9. Goodness is passive, evil is active. Good isn't just not doing bad. Fact, doing good often requires courage and action. And sometimes the worst harm comes from doing nothing. Myth number 10. Evil is rare. We imagine evil as dramatic, villains, monsters, chaos. Fact, everyday harm is far more common. Lies, cruelty, neglect. Evil isn't always a monster. Sometimes it's a pattern. Myth shut 11. Good always wins. I wish this were true. Fact, justice isn't automatic. Good outcomes happen because people fight for them, not because they're guaranteed. Myth number 12. Good and evil are universal concepts. Fact, core values may overlap, but definitions vary across cultures. Most societies value compassion, fairness, protection of the innocent. But practices and moral boundaries differ widely across regions and belief systems. Myth number 13. Evil is always obvious. Fact, harm often hides behind charm, power, or good intentions. History shows many harmful acts were justified as for national security, for religion, for progress. Moral reasoning is complex. People rarely see themselves as villains. Myth number 14. Good people never do bad things. Fact, humans are morally complex. Psychology shows even good people can act harmfully under pressure. The famous Stanford Prison Experiment demonstrated how ordinary individuals could engage in cruel behavior when placed in certain roles. Good and evil behaviors often depend on environment, authority, social influence, fear myth. 15. Good people are always happy and evil people are miserable. The fact, no simple correlation. This is a comforting idea, but history and daily life are filled with counterexamples. Good people suffer terribly, and people who commit terrible acts can live long, comfortable, and seemingly happy lives. The relationship between morality and well-being is far more complex and internal. Many philosophers, from Aristotle to the Stoics, argued that true eudaimonia, human flourishing, requires virtue. But this is a philosophical argument about the nature of a good life, not a factual statement about who gets a payout of happiness at the end. So, what do you think? Is humanity more good, more evil, or somewhere in between? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want more myth-busting videos, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.